if you're like me and you partook in the bingo, you probably have tier 4 book selectors expiring. And I have all my books maxed out, so I need to tier 4 someone. Otherwise, those book selectors go to waste. And I have a bunch of tier 4 materials, so now is a great time. Am I going to be using this? Absolutely not. I'm going to hold on to that as long as I can, baby. Am I going to be tier 4ing a native tier 2? As much as I want to tier 4 Quicksilver, especially for the new game mode, Team Battle Arena, I really do want to set up to have him tier 4. Remember that in less than a week now, we're going to be getting the second batch of events. There's going to be a second batch of anniversary events happening starting the 14th of May. A bunch of sales are scheduled to expire that day. So presumably with that mid-month patch, when we get, Ghost's new uniform and upgrade, Taskmaster's new uniform and upgrade, and Winter Soldier's new uniform, presumably then we will also get this growth event, as it says literally up there, the 14th. And remember, this growth event, you can choose either unlimited 25% discounts on every Transcended and Tier 3 that you can use during the event, and I believe the event lasts like either 10 days or 2 weeks, or you can get one Tier 4 upgrade that's discounted by 15%, and that applies to all Tier 4s. So if you don't have a Tier 4 that you're working on right now, and if you do have a Tier 4 that you want that's native Tier 2 or native Tier 3, like Null or whatever, then maybe wait. Like Doctor Strange even, maybe wait until that event so you can get an extra 15% discount. So that's also why I'm not going to be tier 4ing a native tier 2 right now. But even still, I have a lot of options. I have a lot of options that I'm eyeing. I'm eyeing Punisher for, again, Team Battle Arena. I think I need to build up some of these kind of lesser PvP characters, and I just really like Punisher. I think he's a cool character. Could make for a really fun video. I think he's going to hit pretty hard at tier 4 with his ability where he deals higher damage to targets with a higher max HP. So it's quite nice. He might hit pretty hard. Sharon Rogers, always, a possibility for tier 4 just because she hits really hard. I know she hits really hard at tier 3 as well, but she hits a little bit harder at tier 4. As much as I hate Ancient One, it is a support, and I always have to consider the possibility. Same thing with War Machine. It's a support. But I do want to bring my attention to the Transcended tier 4s. There are actually quite a few here that I have considered. Believe it or not, I've considered Hulkbuster because of PvP. I've also considered Blue Dragon because of PvP. I've also considered X-23 because of PvP. From the PvE side of things, I have considered Gambit. I think he, as much as I want him to be more fun to play, I still think I could do like a swap play between him and Psylocke and maybe up my scores a little bit in ABL. And then I have also considered both Human Torch and Invisible Woman to get ready for the Fantastic Four movie. I am really kind of betting hard on the Fantastic Four movie, and if you recall from last year, I waited until the last day, and then I used my discount, the tier 4 discount that we were just talking about, this one right here. I used it last anniversary on Reed to get Mr. Fantastic to tier 4. So I think it would be funny now to do that, not with discount, but to do it for his wife. So I'm gonna be doing Reed's wife in front of him and in front of you guys, so that we can see what's up and so that we can get the books out. And the thing with the reason also why I'm choosing Blast is because from what I highlighted, Gambit, Sharon Rogers, Ancient One, there's a lot of Blast types that I could still tier 4, more so than the other typings, especially Universal. So I think I should try to get as many of the Blast tier 4s out of the way so that I, don't get stuck, jammed up, needing books. Now, as far as the materials go, you guys can see I'm like swimming in it. I got almost 40,000 Carbonadium, 39.3, and then I have 31.5 for the Soul of the Faltine. So I'm just gonna make note of this: 31.300 and 31.5. Sorry, 39.3 and 31.5. And then we're just gonna go ahead and start with the gears. Oh, I can't see. 11, 15. Okay, a little expensive to start. 23. Jeez. 32. Oh, and then 3. Okay, that's fine. 32 is crazy. But then 3 averages out to like 16 or something like that. So it's at 17. So that's actually kind of fine. That first gear cost me... Oh, that first gear cost me almost 2,000. I guess that's not fine. I don't know, man. I don't know. 2,000 for one gear is crazy, though. If this keeps up, because she's not native tier 2. If this keeps up, she'll cost me like 10K. But I think it's impossible for it to keep up. Yeah, 3, 1, 20... 5. Okay, wow, we're just going 19. Yeah, this is like a roller coaster, bro. This is great for content. So we're 2 gears in, and we've cost us 3,000. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, she's still on average to cost me like 6,000 plus. We'll see. We'll see. We've gotten. Hey, I'm not gonna complain. We've gotten lucky, really lucky this anniversary, and I think we've gotten some pretty nice discounts recently on tier 4. So I think I'm overdue for a shellacking, as it were, a bit of a backdoor surprise. You know, if you like. Was that the wedding ring? The micro galaxy ring. Okay, I see you, Reed. I see you. Got to bring out the bling. 8, 14. Okay. 17, 16, 3. Oh no, 5. Sorry, 5. Okay, that last gear was cheap. I still think this is pretty average. I still think we got a pretty nice deal. Okay, bro, relax with the special pass. Let's go ahead and level up the skills here. And for Invisible Woman, I am hoping for big things come the Fantastic Four movie. Vanessa Kirby's looking magnificent. And yeah, the only thing Invisible Woman really needed was iframe ignore. Because she has 80% chance to penetrate. She has super armor, 40% all defense. She's got the 30% heal. She had a lot of nice weapons. And then, of course, she has all the synergy with the Fantastic Four. And then, of course, she also has the cleanse for all allies, right? The cleanse for all allies is huge because this then applies to Otherworld Battle. It applies to Team Battle Arena. You don't even have to put her on a team with Reed for her to have value, right? She can still have value because she also gives, in addition to removing all debuffs, she gives immunity to debuffs. So, yeah, pretty nice there. Pretty nice, you know, tier 4. I think she'll be even better. I'm hoping, obviously, that the Fantastic Four are better. I'm hoping that my investment in Franklin is going to pay off as well, because that little punk is kind of the key to the Fantastic Four team in PvP right now with the artifact. I may have to go all in on a 6-star artifact, which only increases the immortality by 1 second. But hey, it's 1 second. It's pretty depressing. 3-second immortality is crazy, considering one uniform gave 7 seconds to the zombies. But hey, I digress there. Let's go ahead and hit the advancement here. This is what we wanted. We're gonna go ahead and boom, tier 4 Invisible Woman. Hey, yo. The only thing I don't like about this uniform is the weird lines on her hips. It makes her look like a Barbie doll, and I don't like it. Do you know what I mean? You see those like weird lines? Yeah, it's really creepy. I really don't like it. It makes it look like her legs pop off like a Barbie doll, and I'm not a big fan. So there we go, the Fantastic Woman. Hey, ask Namor. I don't know, what is that? Tier 4 number, let's take a look here. Tier 4 number 50. Oh, that was 50. Oh, very cool. Okay, congratulations. There's people out there with more tier 4s than me who are smaller whales. But I do like to hoard my resources for a rainy day. But I may be doing a bunch of tier 4s, like just off the rip, off the clip, coming soon, because I do have a lot of resources still, and I need to get those. I need like the book selectors, man. I don't want them to go and disappear. So there we go. That's Invisible Woman. Pretty excited about that. That ended up costing me, let's take a look here. That ended up costing me 6,000, just under 6,000. So 5,000, about 5,900 carbo, and about 5,000, just under 5,000 Soul of the Faltine. I'm more concerned, to be honest with you. I almost had more Carbonadium than Life Seed. That was crazy. I'm more concerned with the gap between these two. Like, every chance that I get where I can choose Soul of the Faltine or Carbonadium, I always choose Soul of the Faltine. And I do on my GBR, whatever, and it still keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. So yeah, I kind of want. I may have to start, for example, not buying. It seems silly, but I've also thought about not buying Carbonadium from the shop, right? This time I didn't. I did buy it still. But maybe what I need to do is just stop buying Carbonadium for a couple of months in the different shops, in Zombie and Battlefield and whatever. And then just buy the Soul of the Faltine and see if it balances it out. The problem is I don't really have anything else that I really want to spend the tokens on. Like, really, it would just be the CTP chest, which I'm not that. Like, 40,000 tokens for a CTP is insane. Because you could just buy it with crystals for like 2k, right? So 2k crystals to get a CTP versus almost the same number of tokens giving you 600 of each material. It's 1,200 material, right? So would you buy 600 Soul of the Faltine and 600 Carbonadium for 2,000 crystals? Of course you would. Anyone would, right? That's, so, or maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. Then that puts a tier 4 at 20,000 crystals. Maybe that's overpriced then. Maybe the CTP is good. I got it. Okay, my bad. I don't want to sit here on the video waffling. Maybe the CTP is better than I thought, or the tier 4 materials are not as good as they used to be if you do convert them to a crystal cost. But yeah, we got Invisible Woman there. I don't really have any content that I want to take her into, and I got a PvP build on her, so it's not really gonna work too well. But I'll see about recording a video when I do have 100% CTP discount, and I can move around a bunch, because I remember her being proc friendly, and I remember people being pretty impressed with her damage. So I'm hoping that maybe I can go back and see how she does in some content and have a little bit of fun with her before she gets relegated back to being a you know, PvP support. Oh, it's 5. Excuse me, it's 5-4, not 4-5. 3-5-4. Oh yeah, she's very proc friendly. Ooh, and she gets 120 hits. Yo, no delay needed, eh? Yo, she's giga proc friendly. You can just boom, go. Super duper fast. 120, eh? And then if you pop in the tier 3, the Transcendent with Johnny and Thing, you get 170 off the rip like it's nothing. Wow. Nice. Can you do 2 as well? Does 2 add anything? Oh, shit. 2 adds a couple of hits, I think. Yo, I got to get reacquainted with Miss Storm. God damn. She's not bad at all, dude. Yeah, I want to slap like a mighty energy on her and try her out. But that'll have to wait for another video. Anyways, boys, that's the tier 4. I got to go use the book selectors now to make sure that they don't expire. Hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Who's your next project? And how are you managing with the anniversary, man? I'm absolutely loving it. I'm having an absolute blast. Pun intended. But I'll see you in the next one. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.